tremendous new musical experience, new cinema.
Who did this? Who the freak ate my snack pack?
No.
Who did this? Who the freak ate my snack pack?
No. everybody. We're live now. Yeah, this is a thing. That is a thing. It is a whole thing. Hi, welcome. This is no dice qualifications. We're a couple players short tonight, so we decided we'd try to fill the space anyways. Cause fuck it, we'll do it live. But I'm gonna actually turn it over to. Oh, Tyson, I think you are. One sec. Might just be my problem. No, you're not. You're just muted, and I think that's my problem, not yours. I think if I just go into here and I change it to that, and hey, say some words.
I am saying some words now.
There we go.
Are they coming across?
Yes, you are coming across because I had you on the wrong audio channel. That's my fault. Hey, everybody. So yeah, I'm going to turn it over to Tyson.
Well, hello to everybody out there. I see that there's at least 4 of us, so I'm excited for that. That's 4 more than I've ever had on any other stream, since this is my first stream ever. Welcome to No Dice Qualifications, in the magical land of giants, champions, and pile drivers. I'm Tyson, and I'll be the head of creative for this game. So let's introduce off our players first, starting with the one that people probably tune into this channel to see most often, and that would be our good friend, Critical Miss herself.
Yeah. Hey, this is complete nepotism because Tyson's my brother. Hi, this is my channel. This is what I do. I stream games and we have fun sometimes on occasion. Yeah. I'm going to be playing the indie darling Charlie Knox with 3 X's because we are getting close to the beginning of the Attitude Era. That's pretty much about me. I can give you a little bit more information, but mostly we're just stalling for time at this point.
Let's hand it over to Tyler. Tyler, who are you playing?
Well, I've wandered from the thick of the wilderness this afternoon to come here for tonight's match as Carl the Hatchet Castle. I've got a hatchet to grind, not an axe to grind. Against society, against those ruining my pure wilderness. So I'm here to wrong those rights, set things straight, cut down anyone who stands in my way. So watch out.
Awesome. So let me introduce you to our setting right now. Please forgive me for monologuing, but hey, we got to do what we got to do.
Do what you gotta, man.
So, a computer defeats a grandmaster in chess for the very first time. A sheep is cloned, which causes the president of the U.S. to ban any federal funding on human cloning. And a song about crystal meth with a chorus of do-do-do-do-do-do-do hits number 4 on Billboard's Hot 100. Yes, we're asking you to cast your mind back to the ancient year of 1997, a world that is very similar to ours, but a little different. So welcome to New America Wrestling, which is the 2nd greatest wrestling company in America. The Gnaw, as it's known to fans and longtime viewers, has scratched its way to silver by buying out the territories of the now defunct Northern Lights Wrestling Association. So that, combined with the deep pockets of the Brewbond Broadcasting Network, has brought the Gnaw to living rooms across America and around the world. The death of the territory system has given the Gnaw an injection of some of the best talent across the country. These men and women are prepared to battle for the number 1 position in the league. But there are those who don't take too kindly to interlopers. There's the old guard, the Gnaw. They still hold sway over creative, along with a faction of superstars poached from the competition that are calling themselves the Division. These wrestlers, they have a lock on all the major titles, and they're calling the shots in all but name. So will our players navigate the locker room treachery and prove their worth? Can they demonstrate their value to a creative team that's betting on stars of the past to try and lead their future? And will this fractured company unite to dethrone the multi-millionaire promoter Roderick O'Boyle and his first place all-world wrestling? Or will the Gnaw forever live in its shadow? The rating wars have begun. Battle lines have been drawn. This fight will be fought with no dice qualifications. All right, so this is this is our first session. We were supposed to run a pay-per-view this time, but we ran out of players. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically run what's kind of a 0.5 session. We'll just have player versus player, and we'll see what happens. We will have Charlie Knox versus Carl the Hatchet Castle in what is known as the fiercest of all matches. Since it's September, what happens in September? Kids go back to school. This is class warfare. What's going to happen is a janitor's room match. So a little bit more saucy. Let's see what happens. First thing I want to do is I just want to run with Carl Castle. Just kind of give me kind of a view of something that happened last week that made you really excited to go into this match.
Oh, my memory from last week is hazy because Carl the Hatchet, in between matches, crawls back out to the forest to spend his time amongst the animals and the plants. So Carl's been a little hazy since then. He's been fasting, alternating with eating whatever kind of random fungus he finds on the forest floor, which has whipped him into a frenzy. So he's frothing at the mouth. He's dehydrated. He's confused. He's cold, but he's out for blood. He's ready. He's got his pencil sharpened. He's ready to whittle down anyone who stands in his way.
Fantastic. Charlie Knox, can you tell me about what your mindset is going into this match? You know that this guy is kind of a wild rabbit kind of dude, and this is a no disqualification match. What's kind of your thoughts? Exactly. What's your thoughts going in here?
Well, you know what? I've got 10 years in the indie scene under my belt. I've been wrestling since I was 14 years old in the Hideout Grasshopper, and you know what? I am ready for any challenger, anyone, anywhere, anytime. This is my time. This is my shot, and I'm not throwing it away.
Right on. So let's go at a long shot of the very packed arena. People are really stoked about this match. They've been talking it up all over the place. And so you might be thinking to yourself, well, what's a janitor closet death match? Well, it's basically anything you're going to find in a janitor's closet is going to be in that ring. So you're going to find all sorts of things. I'll let you guys tell me what you find once you get there. Let's hit the opening music, and who walks down to the stage? It's going to be Charlie Knox. Tell us what your intro is like. Tell us what shows up on the Bonjotron, where you're going to be. The Bonjotron. It's not a Titantron. It's not it's the Bonjotron. Exactly. So tell us what happens up there.
Funny story. Well, rewind it back to when we were playing this in a play-by-post. I was playing a time bomb character by the name of Dazzling Dallas Clegg. Old time, Southern wrestler. You know how it is. Dazzling Dallas Clegg is now Charlie Knox's manager and is sort of helping this young, hungry up-and-comer into the broader world of wrestling from his time in the indie scene. And so the music in the intro is the intro for Dazzling Dallas Clegg. However, it has shifted somewhat. It was kind of like a rockabilly theme almost. It's got a little bit of more overdriven guitar, like a little bit more distortion. And DDC walks out behind Charlie as Charlie has sort of co-opted this intro and added his own flair to it, obviously. So lights, pyro, and the blaring of the rock music over top of the just fills the arena, and there's a pop from the old school fans who know DDC's intro, and there's a pop from the new school fans who know Charlie Knox. Best of both worlds, baby.
Fantastic. You're coming down to the ring. What's it look like?
He's kind of got a leather jacket, ripped jeans, very like greaser rockabilly kind of look. Kind of a smaller dude, a little bit like young, spry, because DDC was a bit more of a heavyweight champion. It's kind of off to see like the little bit of a dichotomy between them. Is that DDC's like very like big built, like nice suit and like patent alligator shoes, and kind of like walking in this little greaser kid, and just sort of respect for anyone that wrestles in jeans. Thank you, Jamie, for that. And walks up to the ring, does the dusts off the boots at the edges, and instead of like doing like the gentle like slide in, he just does like a full leap over top of the top rope, like very spry, like using the bottom rope to spring in, and then does the what DDC would do when he would get into the ring is like the quick twirl, and then like arms out to the crowd as another hit of pyro.
Nice. Fantastic. All right. The music kind of starts to hit with this really scary theme. Tell me a little bit about the Carl Castle intro.
The hatchet.
Well, after Charlie Knox has made his way into the ring, suddenly the lights drop. Silence befalls the arena. All we see on the Megatron, the Dingotron, the Blastotron, is a picture of the full moon, and suddenly the sound of a wolf cries out through the arena, and all of the fans in attendance, because they're such devoted followers of Carl the Hatchet, hold up their lighters. Across the arena, a sea of fire. And as Carl the Hatchet comes from behind the curtain, he's not wearing one, not two, but 3 pieces of denim. His tight denim jeans, his tight denim tucked in shirt with purloined snap buttons. Over top of that is his heavy wool collared denim jacket, and he snarls his way down the ramp towards the ring as the wolf cry rings out across the arena. Another sound bubbles up in the soundtrack, which is the sound of a wildfire burning around the arena playing in the track. And as he comes down the ramp, you hear the sounds of thunder crashing, and Carl the Hatchet dives headfirst into the ring and prances around almost like you think he might be a rabid wolf himself, and tosses his jacket out into the audience, where it's clutched at adoringly by his fans who fawn over the jacket and rip it in half to get a piece of Carl the Hatchet.
Fantastic. Well, that is an intro. What I'm going to do now is we're going to ring the bell and we're going to get it started. Because I got to give it up to you. That was such a cool intro. I'm going to let Carl make his first move.
By all
what do you want to do?
Respect to anyone that wears triple denim.
Well, Carl's first move is actually to take his denim shirt and pull it by the buttons so it rips out, and he throws it out on both sides of the ring and does a running runs across the ring to throw an arm at Charlie Knox.
I'm throwing out a lariat. What you're going to want to do then is roll 2 dice. So here's kind of the rules of what's going to happen. You're going to roll 2 dice. If it comes up higher than 6, then it's succeeded. If it comes up as a 12, then you've really succeeded and something cool happens. If you get 6 or lower, so 7 and up, you get it. 6 or lower, you do not get it.
Failed.
And Snake Eyes is something bad's going to happen, obviously. But yeah, roll them up. Let's see what happens.
We've got a 7.
7. Wow. So your lariat connects. It doesn't connect probably as good as you wanted it to, but yeah, it sends Charlie Knox to the ground just like that. So you still have control. What do you want to do now? Remember, there are things from the janitor's closet that are on the mat.
Oh yeah.
There are 2 garbage pails set up in each end that have things in them. So yeah, what would you like to do?
I already forgot we're in the janitor's closet. So the hatchet grabs Charlie Knox and goes to launch him across the ring off the ropes. And as Charlie is going towards the ropes to rebound, Carl grabs a bottle of bleach from the can and goes to throw it, dousing Charlie Knox.
Wow, a real acid wash kind of maneuver there. Yeah, sure, roll it. Let's see what happens.
We've got a 6.
A 6. Wow. So I'll let Charlie describe how it misses and what he does to gain control.
I'm muted.
Everybody heard that?
Yeah, nobody
You're
heard that.
unmuted.
I was muted. I'm trying something else different tonight. I'm trying to mute the actual microphone and not my feeds. Anyways, I'm guessing you tried to like take the cap off and throw the bleach.
Yeah.
It's one of those-
Cap was off. It was like a
I'd like
car
to think
wash
that like
toss.
you didn't account for the fact that like someone in the PR department was like, we can't have a full thing of bleach. It's just going to be an empty bottle. Just throw an empty bottle in there, and it's a lot lighter than you think. And you go to throw it, and you just sort of like throw this little empty bottle of bleach at Charlie, who is on the mat right now. I'm guessing.
Oh, you were picked up and you were thrown into the ropes, bouncing back.
Okay, bouncing back. So you go to throw the bleach. The bottle sort of goes flying because it's an empty bottle. And Charlie's going to use the momentum from bouncing back on the ropes to come back with his own lariat.
Oh, lariat for lariat.
Lariat
okay.
for lariat. Denim for denim.
Roll it up. Let's see what
Tit for
happens.
tat. That is a 8+ stuff.
Cool.
I've been struggling to find my character sheet and I cannot find it, so go with that.
Okay. You know what? For this match, we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it just straight rolls.
All right, sounds good.
We're not gonna add anything to it, just because it's a kind of a different sort of match than we would normally do.
Yeah, sounds good. So yeah, lariat
Okay.
for lariat, that was at 8.
That was an 8. So the 8 connects. Boom. Down goes Carl the hatchet very quickly. So yeah, what do you want to do to him now that he's on the ground? Maybe a little bit stunned.
I'm just gonna come up and I'm gonna go for elbow drop.
Elbow drop. Classic.
Yeah.
All right.
Classic for a
Roll it out.
That's a 9.
9. That elbow just kind of crushes into him. Really, really rocking his world there. Yeah, so you're still in the lead. What do you want to do? There's a lot of ring to explore here.
There's a lot of ring to explore, and there's a lot of different sort of equipment here, and it's no disqualification. And I can use weapons. I can fight dirty. Yeah, Charlie's gonna grab one of the big duster brooms.
Oh,
The big broad ones.
The classic
long
one.
The long like
Wow.
mop. Yeah.
Nice.
And
Fantastic.
is gonna do a couple kendo stick type bats at Carl.
Okay, for
Roll it
sure. Roll it out. Let's see what happens.
Oof, that's only a 6.
6. Wow. So what does the hatchet do to get out of this predicament?
So since
Stick is in the air, it's about to rain down on you.
As the stick is coming down, Carl bends at the knees and runs for like a tackle. What do you call it?
Spear?
Like a
Yeah,
shoulder
like a spear.
into the spear. A spear as Charlie has the broom overhead.
All right. So let's see if that worked.
Oh, that's an 8.
That's an 8. So you connect with the spear, driving him to the ground.
For flavor, can we say that it, because this is a janitor's closet, right?
Yeah. Well, you're in the actual ring, but the things that would be in a janitor's closet are here.
Is there like a... no, it's okay.
In between the two of the turnbuckles,
Yeah.
there are garbage cans.
Okay. Yeah, I think
So if you
I
want
get
to take
speared
them
into
into the garbage
I'll say
can,
I get
that would
speared
be
into a
pretty
garbage
cool. Okay,
Just for
wow,
flavor.
that's definitely going to be on the highlight reel, and the crowd pops for that. They think that's pretty sweet. So the momentum is still in Carl's favor, but they're really digging what they're seeing so far. Carl, what are you going to do to capitalize on this downed individual?
So after spearing Charlie Knox to the ground, the mop thing is lying right nearby. So Carl takes the big squidgy part of the mop and does like a kind of like a headlock, but using the mop as the headlock to like do a little face wash with the mop.
Nice.
Loving it. Little flavor, little old school flavor. All right, roll it up. Let's see what happens.
That's a 9.
Yeah, you do that thing you said you did, really getting in there and cleaning them out. Yeah, so you've done that thing. What's your next move? What's your next thought? You've used that weapon. You want to pull out another weapon? Like, what's your deal?
Charlie's a little dazed from the mop face wash. So then I'm going to do this, use my same trick from before, but try and reconnect this time where I pick up the mop and I'm going to send Charlie Knox flying across the ropes, but then use the other side of the stick as he bounces back off the ropes to do like a clothesline with the mop
handle.
Stick, the handle, broom part. Yeah.
Fantastic. Let's roll it out, see what happens.
That's a 7.
That's a 7. So it does happen, like you said. You connect pretty solidly. The thwack can kind of be heard up to the rafters. Crowd's kind of like, ooh, but you feel like you could have got a little more on it if you tried really hard. It's your thing. What are you doing? He's grounded now after that devastating move.
So he's on the ground.
Absolutely.
It took him down. Okay. So while Charlie's on the ground, I'm going to go to the garbage can and look for some supplies, and I pull out a bag of sawdust that would be used to clean up the children's puke in the gym class. So I'm going to go and hold it up to my adoring fans and say, "This came from my forest." And then I take the bag of sawdust as Charlie is staggering to his feet, and I'm going to throw it in his face as an insult of like a powder in the face type trick. Just not to hurt, but to insult. To bring Charlie's like what's the word, morale down, but with this insulting move.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it. Roll on that one. And
that's a 10.
That's a 10.
Wow.
Yeah, it goes 10. Goes just like you said. It next is covered in the sawdust. It kind of maybe blinds him a little bit, but not a lot. Mostly it makes him really mad. which gives him the ability to gain the upper hand again. So Charlie, what would you like to do? Maybe you're a little flustered, but you are looking for
a little
revenge.
flustered, wiping sawdust out of my eye and out of my hair and out of my greasy, like almost pompadour style hairs. And I think I'm going to try and just do a chin and collar lock, like.
Okay.
And
Classic.
then
Classic collar tie.
yeah, and then I'm just gonna turn it into. I'm gonna try and move it around so that I can turn it into a headlock. That's just the basic.
You know what? Those things, because they're basic and they're
pretty
kind
basic.
of like wrestling moves that you would do. You could definitely get
Yeah,
up to that point.
I think we get up to that point. Maybe there's like a little bit more of a scuffle, and I'm gonna throw him into the ropes. And then I'm going to
From the headlock into a throw into the rope.
through the ropes, and then when he comes back, I'm going to pick him up and then try for a suplex.
Nice. Running suplex kind of thing.
Yeah, or like a.
So using the momentum to suplex, or are you going to try for more of a slam?
You know what? I'll do a scoop slam. We'll do a scoop
slam.
Yeah.
Beauty.
I'll try.
Okay, roll it up. Let's see what happens.
That's a 9.
9.
Yeah.
Well, tell us how that scoop slam looks.
It's not quite as fast as Dusty Rhodes or even his brothers, but it's still pretty fast. And just slams onto the ground again. That impact, and then there's a pop from the crowd, seeing the momentum start to turn. And then once that's done, I think we're gonna get back up, and I'm gonna run to the ropes again, and then I'm going to try and go down for another elbow drop.
Running elbow drop this time. A little more speed, a little more force.
A little more speed, a little more force.
Yeah.
Try that again.
Right.
That's an 11.
That's an 11. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow, that's very. It's gonna be pretty devastating. Well, like force equals mass times acceleration. So
It's pretty small,
you're
but
putting
you
a lot
know
of
what?
speed into there, and so that's gonna break a lot more mass, and a lot more force. You can't raise your mass, but you can raise your acceleration, right? So you can put the hurt on him. Yeah, your elbow drops right down, right in the old sternum, kind of knocking the wind right out of Carl. What would you like to do now? You've got him on the ground. Is this time for a pin? Is this?
You know what?
do you
I'm
do?
gonna try for a pin. I'm gonna try for the 1, 2, 3.
You're gonna try for the pin. I'd like you to roll, because it's pretty early in the match. You're gonna have to roll pretty high to make this pin
I'm thinking so.
happen. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
It's pretty early in the match, but I'm not quite gonna set up for my finisher that I get to decide. It's only a 6, though.
It's only a 6, so it's only a
three.
1 count. It kicks out. That was like a really fast one for him. You may have put that into him, but
it's
there's
kind
a
of
lot
like one
more
of those
fight
things where
left.
it's just like, hey, you know what? I had to try. You were on the mat.
Yeah, for sure. It's like there's a lot more fight in this wolf. So, you both get up. Carl, what do you do next?
Well, we're gonna both stagger up from the pin, and as Charlie gets up first from the pin, as I'm still on the ground, I'm gonna do like a leg kick to take him out while I'm still on the ground. Yeah, like a rolling leg sweep kind of action.
Nice,
Respect.
fantastic. You know what? I'm just gonna let that happen. So you're both on the ground. What's your next move?
Well, since Charlie's on the ground now, as I've kicked him with the leg sweep, I'm gonna put him in a headlock and like drag him over to the corner towards some of the other weapons in the trash bin.
Terrific. You're doing that. You're pulling him over to that area. The ref really isn't doing much at this point because what's he gonna do?
He's here to count. That's it.
So yeah. So yeah, basically. So go ahead and you rummage around in the trash bin. What do you find? That puts a big smile on your face. Like you're like, I was expecting this in here, but oh man, this is gonna be good.
Well, as I pull him over, I take the lid off the can and hold it up in the air to kind of get my fans momentum, freaking out, cheering for the hatchet. And as I throw it like a frisbee outside of the ring, and I reach down into the garbage can, and I come up with, as I'm digging deep all the way to the bottom, and I come up with none other than a massive stone paperweight.
Nice.
It was abandoned from some teacher who got fired. It was one of those like massive, what's it called, lead. It's a big piece of lead that was a paperweight.
Wow.
So I'm gonna go for a skull crack while I've still got Charlie knocked in the headlock here.
Okay, perfect. So roll it up. Let's see what happens.
That's an 8.
Nice.
That's an 8. It connects.
Oh, busted wide open.
Yeah. You didn't quite crack him open this time, but you definitely put the hurt on him. What do you do now? You still got him in the headlock. So you crunch
and so I again take the lead paperweight, hold it in the air to get more momentum from my fan to cry out in support and scream for the hatchet, and I throw also the paperweight out of the ring, and I dig back down into the garbage can for another item. And what do I pull out this time? But it's a janitor's bucket. So I'm going to take the bucket and do like a helmet kind of crush, like put the bucket over the head.
Put the bucket on the head, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nice. Classic. So roll that up. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that was only a 5.
Oh.
That was only a 5. So tell me how Charlie gets out of this from being in a headlock.
Being in a headlock, bucket on the head. Charlie's just, I think there's going to be a little bit of rings. I'm in the corner, right?
Yeah, you're in the corner.
I think there's going to be a little bit of ringside interference for my manager.
Ah, the manager kind of pops up.
Yeah,
what does DDC do?
DDC's gonna jump up, gonna grab one of. I'm just trying to think of what else is at the side of this, and I think he's gonna grab something from the side, like the discarded stick, and is gonna just smack him on the back of the head.
Smack him.
And Charlie's going to use that distraction to squirm free, because there's a little bit of a numbers advantage now. Not afraid to play a little bit dirty. And I'm going to squirm free, and I'm going to grab on the other end of the ring. We've got the lost and found bucket.
Oh,
that
nice.
big rolling cart is in this ring, and I'm just going to push it towards Carl.
Kind of shoveling that thing. While you're doing that, the ref is actually yelling at your manager,
Perfect.
saying that no disqualification for you, but he has to leave. You gotta get out of here, man. So Simon Dallas Clegg is.
You're just gonna do the.
He's frustrated, but he knows he was in the wrong there.
Yeah.
So you've got the cart. You're about to run it into Carl. Let's get a roll on that, please.
All right. Oof, that's only a 5.
A 5. So tell me, how does Carl evade this cart that's barreling on him? What does he do to, get out of the trolley problem?
Hey.
Topical.
So, Carl, as the trolley comes like rolling towards Carl, he does like a leapfrog over it. So he jumps on it with both hands and pushes over it like you would jump over a parking meter, legs display, hops over it, and as he lands on the other side, he's going to go for it with his size 12 steel-toed boots, Carhartt, his Red Wing boots.
Red Wings, yeah.
For a big boot. Big
ol' ab boot.
Fantastic. Yeah. Let's roll that out. Let's see what happens.
That's a 10.
That's a 10. So it works out exactly as you think. He's going through the air, puts that foot out, catches Charlie right onto the chin there, knocking him down to the mat. The trolley flies past you and kind of gets toppled over on the ropes there. So what do you do?
I'm gonna use a little Charlie's own medicine on him while he's on the ground and polish up the elbow
Nice.
with the denim elbow patch on it and just lay it into the sternum.
Nice.
You have an elbow pad on and it's made of denim?
Underneath my
quadruple denim.
after I ripped off my denim shirt,
Yeah.
but underneath
That's
the
not
denim
what it
shirt I still had denim elbow pad.
Nice.
That's a beautiful visual.
Respect for your commitment to denim.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Let's get a roll on that. Let's see what happens.
That's a 7.
That's a 7. The denim elbow. The denim elbow.
The denim
connect.
elbow. That's the name of the move now.
The denim elbow
Delbo.
connect. The delbo.
The devil's denim.
Yeah, you've really stitched into him there. Yeah, fantastic. So now, what's your next move here?
Well, while I'm on the ground, after laying the elbow, I'm going to just try to go for a quick pin just because I'm already down there and,
Why not?
All right.
give it an effort.
Let's do what we'll do for this pin is I'll get you both to roll and tell me your numbers.
Sounds good.
8.
6.
8 and a 6. 1, 2, 2.5. Doesn't quite hit the ground yet. Still lots of match to go. So yeah, Charlie kicks out of it. So you both get up again. But Carl, because your numbers were higher, I'm going to say that you still have control.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of do like an armbar thing on Charlie Knox to pull him up, and then move him, kind of walk him over towards the garbage can full of things again.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of move him over towards there as he's kind of slightly subdued, submissive. And out of the garbage can, I'm going to go to the other garbage can and actually just take the metal lid. And as I've got his arm, I'm going to go for like a pancake with a garbage can lid to the face.
Fantastic. Let's roll that. See what happens.
That's a 6.
That's a 6. So tell me how Charlie manages to escape from this.
I think that after being in the elbow just a little bit, might have weakened it up a little bit. So Charlie's just gonna kind of pretty wiry. He's gonna just sort of weasel his way out of that. And then I think maybe head in lock. It's gonna grab the wrist and try and twist it around Carl's back, and is gonna.
Moving from one armbar, transitioning into another one.
Yeah, and it's going to try and shove Carl into the toppled over lost and found bin.
Okay, roll on that.
All right.
It looks cool in my mind, but
Yeah,
I'll make sure it works.
that's a 7.
That's a 7. Yeah, it does. You push him into that kind of cart full of stuff. You don't hit him in the front end where all the weapons are, but you kind of more trip him over the back where the wheels are.
Nice.
But it's you that's in control. So what do you want to do with this? How do you want to get out of this, or how do you want to take advantage, basically?
Okay, so he's sort of over top of the cart a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to the top rope and I'm gonna try for a move.
Fantastic. What move are you doing from the high rent district?
From the high rent district, we are going to do. We're gonna do a frog splash.
Frog splash.
Yep.
Fantastic. All right. Very Eddie Guerrero of you, or Rob Van Damme. Yeah. Roll it up. Let's see.
It's an 8.
It's an 8.
It's an 8.
Yeah, you come down. And not only do you manage to hit him with the force of that splash, but the force of the splash on his back and pushing him onto that cart is, it's making everybody in the crowd kind of, a bit wincing at it. It's kind of, were there an ECW in this time, the crowd would be chanting EC dub, EC dub.
But instead it's
However,
NA
there
dub,
is not.
NA dub.
Exactly.
NA
So,
dub.
yeah.
NA dub.
So they're pretty stoked on that. So you've got the advantage again. How do you press it?
Okay. I think this also took a little bit out of Charlie. So Charlie's going to be a little bit slow to get to his feet. And is going to... so we went through the cart. We're kind of up to the sides. You know what? Charlie's going to try for a pin here.
If you roll again, please.
Alright. So roll off again?
Yeah.
Oh,
you want me to roll too?
Yes.
that's a no from me.
It's a 10 for me.
Yeah, that's a 3.
Yeah. That's a 3. So again, it's 1, and then Carl not only kicks out, but kind of does the classic person is on my chest and I throw them off of me thing.
Nice.
Just kind of bench pressing you into the air. You kind of float a little bit and then face down on the mat. So now, Carl, what do you do in this situation?
Well, I'm incensed by this feeble attempt to pin, which fills me full of rage. And as Charlie's face down on the mat, I'm going to do like the kind of like little stomp action, repeated boots to the back in the kidney area, boots to the kidney while he's face down on the mat.
Fantastic. Roll that out. Let's see. Actually, I want you to roll 3 times.
Okay, so the first one was a 6.
First one was a 6.
And then we
first one is an impact for sure. Roll again.
The second one is a 10.
Second one is a 10. That one, your foot really gets in there. And third one?
It's a 7.
It's a 7. Yeah, so all of those ones hit. They just... and yeah, you really have taken the wind right out of his sails for sure. What do you want to do now?
So now I'm going to, as Charlie's still face down, recovering from my size 12 Red Wing stomps, I'm going to take the trolley of other janitorial supplies and give it a heft and do like a slam the trolley down onto Charlie Knox's back.
Wow, fantastic! It's that one's going to be one for the replays for sure. Let's roll it out and see if it happens though.
That's a 10.
That's a 10. Yeah, it happens just like you said. You lifted it up like with kind of like almost superhuman strength here. The flash bulbs are going off in the crowd. The guy who gets a picture of this for the PWI magazine is going to be, he's going to be eating well tomorrow. That's for sure. So you do that, just kind of destroying this smaller guy. What do you do? It's your time to press the advantage.
Well, I'm going to try and go for one of my big moves, the hatchet job. So I'm going to climb up to the top rope and go for the flying elbow drop from the top turnbuckle.
Fantastic! Really putting those denim pads to use today. Let's roll that out, and yeah, let's see what happens.
It's a 6.
It's a 6. Tell me how Charlie gets away from this.
I think Charlie's dazed. Charlie's confused. Charlie doesn't quite know where he is, but somehow has the wherewithal to just roll out of the way.
Rolls out of the way.
Yeah.
The classic move.
Yeah.
Carl hits the mat, like when Macho Man misses one.
Yeah.
It hurts him as much as it would have hurt the other guy. So yeah, you both kind of are laid out.
Yeah.
The ref is kind of counting to try and get you back on your feet.
Yeah.
3,
I think Charlie's gonna grab one of the
4,
nearby broom handles
5.
and sort of start to get to his feet a little bit. Like,
Okay, you do that. Carl, what are you doing at this time? Like you're both kind of struggling to get to your feet.
struggling to a
What are you
vertical base
doing?
here.
I'm gonna try to roll and grab one of the splintered, sharp shards of the cart that got smashed into smithereens after I slammed it on Charlie Knox's head. So I'm reaching for essentially a shiv, a plastic shiv or whatever the cart was made of. A shiv of the remnants of the cart.
Yeah. So you're both getting to your feet. Both men rise before the man hits his 9. One has one weapon, one has the other weapon.
Yeah.
I want you guys to just do a quick roll off.
All right, sounds good.
7.
That's an 11.
11.
Yeah.
Wow. So Charlie is the faster man. He was able to move it quicker. Tell me what he does.
Charlie's gonna go just full tilt with the double overhanded swing with the broom handle, straight on the back.
Yeah. You do it, and the handle breaks off.
Exactly. And then I think Carl's gonna maybe hit the mat, and then
he hits the mat face first. Right.
face first. Charlie's gonna jump down and is gonna try and put him in a headlock with both arms in front of him with the X. It's called throwing up the X's.
Throwing up the X's.
And is gonna put him into a headlock like this. It's gonna be his hold move, and is gonna try and get him to submit.
Trying to get him to submit in a no DQ match. So that's a tough way to go. I'll get you guys to both roll contested for the first time.
Oh, that one was cocked.
7.
8.
8. Okay. Again, please. So yeah, Carl's in it, and Carl's kind of trying to reach for the rope to get out of this move and get the ref to call it.
That's a 9.
That's an 8.
That's an 8. All right, one more time.
Start trying to pull him back.
Oh no! Come on, Carl. Come on, Carl.
10.
5.
5. Tell me what happens, Carl. Tell me what happens.
Carl gasps and chokes and doesn't want to admit defeat because he's used to surviving in the wilderness on his own, and he is reaching for the rope to try and break the hold, but he just can't do it. He's just too weak, and he basically goes limp.
Carl goes down conscious.
Referee
doesn't tap. Respect.
Doesn't tap. He picks up your hand once and drops it. Picks up your hand a second time and drops it. Picks up your hand a third time. Please roll.
Oh, that's an 11.
He comes down to the mat, and like Hulk Hogan, you start to hulk up from the fans who are cheering you on, and you manage to work your way up with this man still attached to you on your back. You make your way to a horse. You make your way to standing. What do you do now? He's still on your back. How do you get him off?
Well, as Charlie Knox is still on my back, I stand up straight and I smash myself like a reverse body slam onto the janitor's metal garbage can, slamming Charlie on my back.
Fantastic.
And myself onto the can.
Oh, wow. Yeah, both of you take supreme damage from that. And it does happen exactly as you said. I want you guys to roll again, please. Just against each other. Three. Okay.
Pathetic 3.
4.
4. A 4.
It was a 2 and a 2.
So you both are laying there again, with the ref counting the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're struggling to your feet. 7, and you're both not quite there yet. 8, 9, 10. The ref calls it. Neither of you got up. This is a no contest. The bell rings. It ends in a no contest. Neither of you was won, but again, neither of you were defeated. You both have shown your toughness and your strength throughout this whole match. So yeah, something to be proud of as you're walking back to the locker room.
I think that as like a show of good faith, I think Charlie's gonna throw his hand out to Carl.
Throws a hand up. What do you do?
Carl's going to put his hand out, but as he reaches behind him, he's grabbing the lid from the garbage can once more. And as he grabs the hand of Charlie Knox, with the other hand, he spins around and clobbers Charlie Knox on the side of the head.
You know what?
Nice.
And yeah,
Respect.
Charlie goes down, and the crowd pops at this, but they don't know, like, these fans that were with you are like, that's such a dirty move, and they kind of turn on you. They're kind of thinking like, that was rude as hell. But again, that's what
We've
is
got
going
this
on the
is
highlight
awesome
reel.
chance in chat.
Yeah, there's still some this is awesome chance, but there, your 5-year-old fan that brought out the thing that said chop 'em, Carl just kind of like tears their signs into shreds and just kind of throws it on the ground. Yeah.
Carl the Hatchet isn't bothered by this because he's not seeking the fans' love and attention. He's doing this for a greater purpose.
Fantastic. All right, well that's going to conclude our match, guys. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad
well
we got
played.
into that way that we did.
That was actually that was really fun. That was a real good, like, even if it was just PvP, it was just still a really fun match.
Absolutely.
Thanks everybody. Yeah, we're gonna go through. This is sort of the taste of what you're gonna get. This is the free preview. This is the this is what you get.
Sure.
This is the pre-show that you get before the actual main event. Before any pay-per-view wrestling is. You always get that free taste. This is always
The free match.
This is kind of a dark match, is what this is.
Yeah, it's the dating myself a bit here, but it's the shareware on the demo disc that you get to play the full first level.
Exactly. This is sort of a taste of what you're gonna get next month. We will be back again doing this, so it will be on the 4th of October. You can actually see a little bit more of us wrestling and having fun and doing this sort of thing. Tyson, why don't you tell everybody who you are or where people can find you and what you do?
Yes.
As like a side to this.
As an aside, I can be found lurking in various corners of rooms. No.
That's fair.
I can be found on Twitter, your boy acronym. You can find me. That's pretty much it at this moment. I do a lot of music and stuff like that. I played in bands with Tyler. And so next week you might actually hear some opening music, or next month rather. You might hear some opening music from us. That's pretty much it for me. Tyler, you have anything you want to plug?
A bunch of musicians. Yeah. Any shows that are coming up locally or anything like that?
You know what? We do.
Obviously. Hey.
Even though that the pandemic is going on, I'm actually playing a show next week in the Lethbridge area, if people are in or around here. And then that's pretty much it. Pretty much it for me.
Nice.
Guys, do you have anything you want to plug?
Any?
I'll just throw my web address in the chat. Oh no, I guess I'm not actually logged into Twitch.
Oh.
But I do all kinds of things.
Just
and
I'll add it to chat if you just let me know what it is.
How do I? I'll just send it to you
Yeah,
here.
send it me through the Discord link and I'll throw it in chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I do all kinds of stuff, but no need to
No need to edit for any
plug too hard.
giant
Yeah.
plugs. All right.
Mm.
Good to
I
know.
have many misadventures.
Misadventures and fingers and pies.
Yeah, no, this is a great match. I'm kind of bummed that other players weren't here, but this is actually kind of better to not do that since I missed the other 0.5 match. So this was sweet.
Yeah, exactly. This is kind of like it's the shareware. It's the free demo. But yeah. Thank you everyone for showing up. I'm Anita or Panita or Critical Misses. You can find me online of one of those three things. This is my channel. This is what I do. We play games on occasion. Tuesday you can find me on Kobold Press's channel. I'm doing a one-shot there. It's a dungeon crawl. And it's called, I think, One Last Crawl or something like that. Go there and check that out because they're also really, really awesome people. Wednesdays you can catch me over on Joshua Barbeau's channel playing Dungeons & Dragons. Fridays I am here with System Shock where we play an RPG with no idea how to do it. No idea how the rules work, but we figure it out. And Saturdays I'm here for Morning Ritual, which is a talk show that we do. And then, next Sunday on this channel, Jamie the Jedi in chat is going to be running Kids on Bikes game. I'm not playing in that one, but I am definitely hosting. And check that out. And that's about it for me.
We'll see you all next month.
Yeah, we'll see you all
for
next month.
the heaviest pay-per-view of all, Rocktoberfest.
Rocktoberfest, is that what it's called? Yeah, you, James. So we will be live for Rocktoberfest. I'll see you again, I guess. I need to figure out like a good catchphrase for this one for like exiting and entering. The end screen says, please make your way to the nearest exit. Which is kind of okay, I guess. But yeah, until next time, this has been No Dicequalifications. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Even though it was a short stream, it was still really fun. Feel free to stop by again sometime. We will see you later. Bye everybody. And yeah.